LQBuzz News, your daily dose of Chinese entertainment and celebrity buzz. If you like your finales neat and tied with a ribbon, when destiny brings the demon waves a cheeky little fish and swims the other way. The last episode lands us squarely in the modern world. Sima Jiao and Liao Tingyan cross paths again, fluorescent lights instead of spirit fires, coffee instead of celestial tea, and then the show has the audacity to cut to credits before answering the only question on our minds. Does he remember? He looks like a boardroom legend. She's proudly a self-proclaimed salted fish office warrior, and the social gap is still hilariously visible. Second chance romance, or a beautiful what if. The drama does toss us breadcrumbs, though, and I'm not talking about the ones you feed to Koi. The document in Tingyan's hands reads Qing Gu Tian, a name with just enough mythic aftertaste to feel like a wormhole back to their other life. Why not Pancake Mountain or Cloudy Peak, LLC? Exactly. And the way Sima Jiao moves, calm, sure, unhurried, toward her first, as if pulled by a magnet embedded in his ribs, says memory or no memory, the body keeps score. Maybe he doesn't know why he needs to meet this woman. He just knows he does. And yes, I'm choosing delusion as a coping mechanism. Join me on the float. Let's talk reception. It didn't bulldoze the charts, and it's a pity. The leads hustled hard on promo, and the show deserved more buzz than it got. But here's the twist, Arthur Chen walks away with the biggest W of all. If Lighter and Princess was the modern proving ground, then Demon is the Xianxia showcase, a role that asks him to mix volcanic rage with monk-like restraint, then spike it with boyish sincerity at unexpected moments. It's a weird cocktail. He makes it taste expensive. Start with the obvious. He looks criminally good in robes. But pretty is cheap if the eyes are empty. His aren't. Arthur has that clear water, deep current gaze that goes glassy when Sima Jiao is calculating and warms by half a degree, only half, when he's looking at Tingyan. It's such a specific calibration of temperature that you feel it rather than see it. No wonder half the comment section confessed they fell for Sima Jiao before the heroine did. The lens loves restraint that threatens to tip into devotion. What makes his take sing is the internal wiring. Sima Jiao is 500 years old, 500 years sealed, and permanently cinched by spirit fire. Picture a nuclear core wrapped in silk. He clasps the world with two hands, one clenched around fury at injustice, the other steadying the disciples who still call him ancestor. A lesser actor would play him as Gothic marble. Arthur plays him like a volcano in a glass case, danger contained not by meekness but by choice. He can explode, he just prefers to aim. The writing gives him smart guy showcases, and he meets them with a little smirk you almost miss. He coolly watches Zhengzhen disciples scramble over a rare herb, mapping loyalties in seconds, who follows the great plans, who's a pawn, who's acting. He cycles Tingyan through disguises that look like escape attempts but are actually step-by-step lessons, accidentally scheduling scenic detours where the curriculum includes beginner spell work, advanced survival, and, oops, lightning tribulation. It reads as vacation until you notice the itinerary says thunder at 3 p.m. Flip the coin, and you get the sunbeam. With Tingyan, the immortal who could level a mountain turns into that tall, slightly shy boy who brings snacks and pretends it was nothing. He denies the crush with a straight face and then shares a pillow, lets her pluck a poisonous flower, panic later, rescue sooner, takes her flying just because moving through air together is a language. The outer episode is peak rom-com chaos. He turns her into a cute little water thief and promptly becomes the clingiest caretaker in the three realms. Fans said boyfriend reveal, and they weren't wrong. People debate the exact I fell in love timestamp like it's a forensic file. Was it when she walked into his spiritual palace to save him? Nice moment, sure, but I think the die set earlier. Watch his micro choices, how he adjusts his pace to match hers without announcing it. The princess carry that's oddly practical, not showy, the forehead touch that reads less like romance cliché and more like a silent diagnostic. You okay? Gratitude can imitate love for a second. Care is harder to fake over time. Sima Jiao's care is layered, protect, teach, tease, yield. Credit where due, Wang Yinglu keeps this from turning into a one-man show. Her Tingyan is chaos with a compass, funny, earthy, determined to hold on to her humanity like it's the last bus of the night. She can be reckless, poison flower, hello, and calculating, emotional jiu-jitsu when needed, but what she never is fragile. That's why their domesticity feels earned. The borrowed jacket, the shared food, the quick apologies, these aren't fillers, they're stitches. Together they domesticate the myth without declawing it, which is why the modern-day reunion clicks instantly. You believe they'd find each other across departments, universes, and discount aisles. Production-wise, the show lives in that cozy lane where imagination outruns budget in a charming way. The staging keeps fights readable, the blocking leans toward clarity over spectacle, and the soundtrack sneaks in motifs that say storm beneath still water. When the CG wobbles, the acting does the heavy lifting. When the set looks modest, the editing makes it feel intentional. It's crafty, not sloppy, and it trusts close-ups, which is exactly where Arthur's performance cashes its checks. So, back to the ending trademark sign. Do I think he remembers? Maybe not in a diary sense. But the show's final choreography, the name on the dossier, the enforced approach, the tiny smile you could miss if you blink, suggests a deeper thesis. Memory is more than data, it's direction. Even if the celestial hard drive got scrubbed, his feet know where to go. He's not bumping into a stranger, he's walking toward a familiar gravity. And if he engineered the coincidence, would anyone be surprised? Sima Jiao plans 3 moves ahead for breakfast. In the end, the series may not have conquered every leaderboard, but it leaves behind a gallery of moments that live rent-free. The almost smile you're not sure you saw, the way anger and mercy fight behind one pair of eyes, an immortal cuddling an otter like it's the most natural thing in the world. More importantly, it gives Arthur Chen a role that expands his map, proof he can wear centuries without sounding museum stiff and switch to puppy soft without collapsing the character's spine. If you came for fireworks, you'll stay for the afterglow, 2 people inventing a language that survives worlds. The finale doesn't hand you certainty, it hands you the joy of connecting the dots. And in that last scene, with modern city noise humming like low thunder, it draws one more line. Some loves forget the plot, but remember the path. Whether the next step is coffee, chaos, or both, I'll be there, waving my tiny flag that says Delulu is Salulu, waiting for the fish to swim home. Thanks for watching LQBiz News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.